Get out the insurance cards, get out the co-pays. The office is open, my friends. Brought to you by drroto.com.
Yo, everybody, it's Yo Rider. So let's get to it. Bring the pain!
What's up, everybody? It's Heat Override, and I'm ready to bring the pain for you and Dr. Roto this week. Oh, yeah. What's up, Dan? How you doing?
What's going on, man? I'm doing good, trying to get back into the work swing with having off, 3 days last week because of Memorial Day. But I'm ready for another weekend, man. Tomorrow's Friday.
I know, man. I know. I decided to take a half day tomorrow because we got that tournament here in Erie, PA, the Erie Open. So it's a karate tournament on the MA Tour. So I make my triumphant return. We'll have some fun talking about it. I guess we'll just talk about it now. I sparred last night for the first time ever in my entire life. I actually felt like what it feels like for a fighter to death gas. I've never experienced that in my life. It was terrible.
You never gassed out, man. Never. Not once.
I've never gassed out. Never gassed out. Dude.
It's the worst feeling in the world.
The thought went through my head. It was like, whoa, I'm gassed. And I'm like the level that I was at 5 months ago before the hernia surgery, and then to where I am now is just crazy. So he said I looked good. I thought I looked good. I don't think I'm going to fight 6 fighters at the level that I fought at to get to that death gas. So I think as long as I can get to 1 or 2 fights, keep it under 3, hopefully, I think I'll be able to fight strong for those 2-minute matches and win this tournament, hopefully. That's the key.
There you go. Wish we could make it up, man. We got my daughter's dance recital this weekend, so
yeah. And I mean, honestly, this weekend's crazy. So while you got that anyway, of course, I will be interviewing Jessica, the Black Widow Borga, this Sunday. So Dan, unfortunately, is not going to be able to be there for that, but this is why we keep turning. But he's got something, man. Those recitals are huge for our kids, your daughter. Right. So, she's on the spotlight. I mean, what was it? You guys did a basketball game or a
hockey game? They performed at the Penguins game, for an intermission. Yes. For an intermission at the Penguins game.
That's awesome, man. And so, that's the benefits of just living in Pittsburgh, whereas in Erie, you might just get on the Erie Otters. But outside that, that's all you get. So so it's good, man. It's good to finally catch up and get to talk some fights. So, of course, follow, like Dr. Roto at YouTube on the X as well, too. Of course, Heat Override. Look for Chef Dan. We're calling him Chef Dan. His name is Dan. You can find him on the X as well, too. We are in the subs-only Discord at Dr. Roto. If you use code word WIN, you will get a percentage off of your subscription and become our rich friend. So I'm ready for that. But follow, share. This is a live podcast, people. You can ask. We're going to be covering 3 fights, of course, and it's going to be bangers. We're going to have over 40 bets, parlays, DFS lineup theory. We can talk. That's why we have comment section, so that all of you can ask questions that maybe will tip you towards the right bet or the right bet that fails. I mean, Dan, this is something we do.
Yeah, man. I missed it last week, man. I missed doing it. So
yeah, and we kind of just pushed the comic section because I felt that actually opens it up. So let's get to the first start of the week of the day. and it's What's Cooking Memorial Day Thoughts. Dan, it was just nice to have a break from podcasting, a break from the world to enjoy some family time and good food, right?
Absolutely, man. We decided to have like a little get together on Sunday, and it rained. It rained all day. That was the only day it rained is Sunday. So I put up a big umbrella over my grill, and I still grilled out, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, for me, it rained all weekend. I thought I was going to have this big old idea where I was going to pull out my electric hedge clippers that I got new. And I'm like, wow, because these ones, the teeth are way bigger. And I'm like, look, I'm going to smash these bushes. And then it rained. And I'm like, well, can't do that with power tools unless you're crazy. And I'm not crazy. So I didn't do it. So I don't mind it. So now I have the lawn probably this week, but I can't do any of it because, like I said, I have a tournament and I got to fight and I got to do my forms, both open hand and weapon. So I'm going to be hopefully all in good thing. But that is what it is. We had some fun. We had some great food as well, too. We just stayed in, man. There wasn't really anything else to do, but we did see Mandalorian and Grogu. So
nice.
We went to 15th birthday, Cinquiera or something like that. Quinceañera. So we went to one of those, got to hang out with Jonathan from TKO Erie, Noah, who I haven't seen for a while, to kind of move down to actually, I think it's down to Pittsburgh. So he hasn't been up here. He's just been kind of doing his own things and stuff. So it was really cool to catch up with them. So Sunday was pretty much that the entire day. And then, I mean, that day, DJ Magic Mike releases his 24th recording album, his last studio recording album. So we have the USB and the CD on his way. So, I mean, that's a huge honor for a DJ like that, a guy that a lot of people's music wouldn't think would be mainstream, but yet was mainstream and behind the scenes on a lot of hits that a lot of people don't know. And that's DJ Magic Mike. So album 24, that is just something I got to get out there because, man, dude, it was crazy just to finally hear that album and then go from that. So what else did you do? Anything else? Did you play some video games?
No, I didn't have time to, man. I started my front hill. I ripped we had the anti-weed tarps on it. I ripped all that down, and I threw some we're planting clover on the front hill. So I spread the seed on the front hill, and I got some those big what are those, sand rocks or whatever, beach rocks or whatever. Put those at the bottom of the hill to make it look nice. I built a fence across the top of the hill, man. I was just busy all weekend.
Dan, do you need a podcast called The Garden of Pain or something like that? Are we going to talk gardening one time?
No. I'm trying to do to my front yard what I did in a backyard. Right? I mean, you saw the deck I built out back, so I'm trying to do something to the front. To the front.
So Dan, for everybody out there, of course, this goes exactly. I'm that crazy guy where I'll go play a video game for 5 hours for no apparent reason. Or I actually did play Marvel Rivals this weekend with my upgraded internet. Woo-wee! Molly and I were killing it. But dude, that's what you do, and then you just build stuff.
I do. I just build stuff.
Oh man, that was a good thing, man. But man, I know everybody's here, so of course everybody knows. If this is your first time catching the Fight Club of Pain, of course, we turn pain into profits. This is a finishing podcast. We select 3 fights, we cover those fights, and we cover those fighters. We give away the soup can of the week, and the Parlay of Pain are at the end. We do give out a simulated DFS hero lineup and a lineup that I make as soon as possible, Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever it is available. So you get the first green thoughts. So that's it. Then, of course, the rest of the stuff is behind the paywall at Dr. Roto. Again, you have to just use code Woodwind to become our rich friend. But, man, I'm ready to finally talk some fights. And, boy, do we have a banger, Dan.
Yeah, we got a few of them. We got a few of them on this card.
In this card, we've got Sergei Pavlovich versus Tallison Teixeira. Dan, talk about it.
All right, I'm going to start with Teixeira, man. He's a fighter, a fighter that hasn't fought. He fights a lot, but he hasn't faced any real tough competition yet. Teixeira is a Muay Thai fighter that relies on straight punches, leg kicks, and pressure. Watch for the clinch where he loves to throw devastating elbows from the inside, too. He has 2 knockouts already by the elbow. But defensively, he relies on his chin and toughness way too much and rarely moves his head from that center line. Pavlovich, he's a proven finisher. He has terrifying power, and he has fast hands and overwhelming forward pressure. He's proved that he has endurance also with his last 2 fights going the distance. Look for Pavlovich to start fast, throw that uppercut hook combo that he loves, and try to keep this at boxing range.
Dan, I mean, this fight's going to go down, but after Tallison Teixeira's fight against Tuivasa and watching that, if I felt like I was ever going to go sober, which, by the way, I am not sober yet. So for those that are, congratulations, keep the drinks. But for us, we're going to drink because fighters like Tallison Teixeira, they get you messed up. They make you drink more beer because this guy sat there with Tuivasa death gas more than I was last night. And then he's sitting there not even doing anything, and he shouldn't. And then the previous fight, he gets slapped out by Derek Lewis. I mean, this guy, I thought he was going to be something, but Dan, he's not really good.
He's not. I mean, he hasn't really faced any real tough competition in a way that he's looked good against them. That's what I meant. He hasn't looked good against his tough competition.
No, he hasn't. And Pavlovich has fought the who's who.
Yeah.
There's no resume needed for Pavlovich. Like this guy right here, as you talked about, the lead uppercut with the power. This man is it. And here's the thing about Tallison Teixeira. This man just gets knocked out sometimes. And he doesn't look committed. So when a fighter isn't committed, he puts himself in bad situations. As you said, he tusts his chin way too much. Yeah. You're going to test your chin against 84 inches of power?
Yeah, I mean, his head never moves off the center line. It's always right here. So when he punches, he leans back. It's just, it's a bad day at the office against someone like Pavlovich.
Yeah, and this is a smash one. Let's hit some of these numbers real quick because man, this is going to be crazy. So we'll hit with both fighters real quick. We got decision, we got distance, no, -600. This fight's just not going to make money, people, if you go that way. Knockout, -350. We will hit that. Let's throw 3 units on that. Sub +1,000. You want to get froggy, throw 10%, 25% down. Do what you do. Point, I'll throw 25% down if this turns into one of them sloppy fights. If for some reason Tallison Teixeira can hold Pavlovich down on the ground, which I don't see happening, then maybe it goes distance. And distance, points +380 is not, that's worth putting a little bit of money on. Put a half unit on that if you want to get crazy, people. Let's do Tallison Teixeira, +400 at the time I took these notes. Money line, distance, no, +491. Knockout points, +550. Decision, no bet, +490. Knockout, +750. His points is +1,400. Knockout in the first and second round is a +1,000. In round 3 plus decision on the Teixeira side is a +1,000. Again, if you're only going to play 1 unit on the Teixeira side, go ahead and play the knockout. Then go ahead and play the knockout and points at the +550. And then go ahead with the round 3 and decision at +1,000. If something happens late, that's nice. But I don't think it will because we got Pavlovich at the -620 at the time of this. Moneyline distance, no, is a -298. Try not to make money. Knockout, -230. Sub, +1,500. Sometimes you get crazy things, but I just thought I'd throw it in there anyway. Points, +550. Knockout and points, -450. No, I'm just going to play knockout at -230, and I'm just going to put points at +550 because that knockout of -450, knockout on points, I don't like it at all. Knockout and sub goes to -280. So congratulations, FanDuel. You have somehow outwitted some of the bettors because that sucks. That's one of the back doors I would take. and we'll explore one of those back doors on a knockout and sub later in this card. But this card right here, what I'm talking about is that knockout and sub at negative 280. So if you think that Pavlovich is going to get that knockout, but you want that chance with that sub, negative 280. Other than that, I'm avoiding it. Just the way it's going on that fight. So as we pop that back up, we got decision no bet, negative 800, avoiding that. Knockout first and second round. I think that's all it's going to take. Negative 175, playing it. Round 1 and 2 win, negative 210. Dan, those numbers, what are they telling you?
Man, they're telling me that no one thinks Teixeira has a shot.
And you know what? I don't think he has a shot. But it's a fighting man's game, and that is why the UFC as a betting sport is more unique than any DFS sport, because we can play a little money on the dog and say we get a round 3 or a decision win at plus 1100. I'm fine with that. That's a good win. That can probably pay for the rest of your night. And you don't have to invest. Not much at all. But outside of that, who do you got winning and by what method?
Man, I got Pavlovich winning by second round knockout.
That's my guy. Dan, second round knockout. So let's hit that number real quick. Of course, everybody knows on the Fight Club of Pain, we hit these numbers and we put it at the end. We're gonna do the newly named the Sheriff's Corral. Ooh, that comes right off the edge. The Sheriff's Corral, that is replacing the Parlay Corral, and we'll make that. And that could be one of the things right there. So as we get over to there, boom, and there he is. Pavlovich, second round knockout is a plus 370. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, and if you're going to go that distance, then I'm going to play the second and third round knockout too at plus 250. That way, if it takes a little more. But man, I'll tell you this. I'd like to see that second round knockout, but I'm going to have money on it all. But I got first round knockout plus 125. Tallison Teixeira just really, really, like I said, turned me off last fight. And the fact that he slugged with somebody who doesn't have the power, skills, or the pedigree that Pavlovich has last time in a guy that just came back in Tuivasa, I'm not sold. So my pick is Pavlovich, first round knockout, first and second round from the Fight Club of Pain. That's how we're doing it. We're trying to get you guys money. Any thoughts before we move on about that fight? I mean, it shouldn't have been made.
It shouldn't have. I mean, I really don't think Tallison Teixeira has a shot in the world to win this fight.
Yeah. It just, like I said, if you're going to let Tuivasa hit you that much, when you get somebody like Pavlovich in there, you're done.
Yeah.
Nope. You can do it. All right, man. Let's get back to it. Let's get to our next event. In this corner, we have the Zhang Mingyang chance of the day. Say why. Versus Alonzo Menifield. Dan, talk about it.
All right, I'm going to start with Mingyang. All 19 of this man's MMA wins have come by first round finish. He is 3-1 in his last 4 fights. Zhang is all gas, no breaks, unrelenting pressure for the first 5 minutes. He might be the biggest puncher in the light heavyweight division right now. He can get sloppy and get caught, so watch for Mingyang to start fast, throw bombs, and try to end it as early against a guy that's known to get knocked out by big punchers. Menifield. Last year, back-to-back decision wins against big names, and they were followed up by getting knocked out by Ozdemir back in November. Look for Alonzo to try to slow it down and use his fight IQ and experience, manage the distance, pace the fight, and avoid the wild exchanges that Mingyang brings.
Dude, I just gotta say straight up, I when I looked at this matchup too, I already knew who I was picking from the go, and I'm gonna take. We all know I'm picking Zhang Mingyang. I picked him against Johnny Walker, and he got punked by Johnny Walker.
With leg kicks. He got beat by leg kicks.
Leg kicks. And we thought you were made of sterner stuff, man. But, dude, the thing with Menifield is he likes to bang. And anytime Menifield bangs, he gets knocked out in the first round. And anytime anybody bangs with Mingyang gets knocked out by Mingyang in the first round. So this, for me, is spelling under all across the board. You brought up those elbows about Menifield. That was really key, because I feel that Mingyang has the better elbows, but I feel that Mingyang is also the better striker of the two, too. Like you said, the better power of the two. This is not going to be a easy match for Menifield to win or distance. But Dan, do you think that Menifield can even take down Mingyang? Is that his only path to victory?
I think he needs to gauge the distance and use and make the fight at his pace. He needs to avoid those crazy exchanges that Mingyang loves to get in, and he needs to keep this at a safe distance for himself. But I don't think a clinch is going to work on Mingyang, because I think Mingyang is an all-around better clinch fighter than Menifield also. So,
no, you're right. You're right. He really is. And that was something that we brought up in the Walker fight, that we thought that Walker was going to take it in, get close, and that Mingyang was going to be able to use that to his advantage, get on top. That actually happened in the first 10 seconds of that fight. But it was crazy because, like, I looked away and I looked back at Mingyang and they were back on their feet. And I was like, wait a minute, what just happened? And then Walker, of course, gets him done. And so that, for me, it's not that Mingyang doesn't have a killer instinct. I think Mingyang has more on his shoulders in this fight than Menifield does. I think he understands that he was the headlight of that fight. He was the main event of that fight. And now he's not the main event because of what he did. Because of the way he lost to Walker.
Yeah, but Johnny Walker's a crazy fight for anybody, man. You never know what that guy's going to bring.
That is true. All right. Well, let's hit those numbers real quick. Distance, no, -600. Knockout, -250. Sub, +500. It's possible, people. Points, +380. Let's hit the Menifield side. Moneyline, distance, no, +271. Knockout points, +280. We got knockout, 500. Sub, 900. Points, +750. Decision, no bet. If you play one bet, if you only want to play one bet, Menifield side, or two bets, I play decision, no bet. And then, of course, I'll play round 3 or decision +550. I love that. But a knockout in the first and second round for Menifield is a +700. But let's get to Zhang Mingyang. Moneyline, distance, no, -195. Knockout and points, -195. Knockout, -135. Point sub is +950. Points is +900. That's worth it for me. I'll throw a quarter of a unit on the +900. Knockout, first and second round is a -120, but a round 1 and 2 win is a -155. Dan, what are the numbers telling you?
That everyone thinks that Mingyang is going to knock out Alonzo Menifield within the first 2 rounds.
Pretty much. And honestly, the gone in 60 seconds is 1040. So let's tax that. Let's hit that. Let's hit the under 60 seconds, because I think he's done in under 60 seconds. So if you guys want to make sure that's it, it's called gone in 60 seconds on that. So that's a +1040. You could throw it. It's 1,300 for Mingyang. Now, sometimes they do have special bets, but for this fight, so a lot of the special bets they're only offering are late ones, second and third, round 2, Menifield to win, and then you're not getting a lot of minutes. But for either fighter to win in the first 3 minutes of the fight is +230. I'm hitting that as well too, because I want a little action in that first round, and then I'm going to flip it with the 1-2 cover, because I don't think this is going into the third round. If you actually want an easy bet too, fight to start round 3 is a -330. The books are telling you this fight doesn't go long. As I said at the beginning, Menifield, when he boxes, gets knocked out in the first round. I mean, Carlos Obler knocked him out in 13 seconds. So if we're going to fly it like that, Mingyang's going to do it. Dan, what about those thoughts, man, and those numbers, just going back on it?
It's just Menifield, his back fights, looking at his back, looking at what he's done over the last few fights. Like I said, he had 2 strong decision wins. I think he lost the fight against our boy Juicebox. I think Juicebox won. I think Juicebox won that decision.
He did.
But that Ozdemir fight is what stuck out to me. How he just got beat up and knocked out. He got
Murzakanov knocked him out horribly too.
Yeah, and I mean, this man has there's not much left of that jaw. It's turning into glass. So I don't think it lasts.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Dan, who do you got winning and by what method?
I got Zhang Mingyang winning by first round knockout because all of his wins come in the first round.
Yeah. So first round, of course, gotta love that. And like I said, we're going to cover the entire first round. Round 1 knockout for Zhang is plus 190. I mean, you gotta hit this, people. You gotta hit this. Like, I'm sitting here, they're logging. I think somebody on FanDuel is watching me because they just logged me out when I was like, let me hit that bet. And they were like, hit him now. Hit him now. Hit him now. And I'm like, no. Like, they give me, I'll bounce from another screen. They'll just make me log back in. Then they do that phone text. The phone, like, I'm like, come on, man. And then by the time I get back, it's went from like a plus 135 to a negative 520. And I'm like, man. But these people, man. So, yeah, I'm hitting that as well, too. And I got Zhang, like I said, too. I got Zhang first round knockout. Wouldn't have that much exposure. This is the type of fight where if it hits good. And it can make you a lot of money. So I love it, man. Woo! Any thoughts about that fight? I mean, it's a good fight. It needs to happen, right?
I think for the first 2 minutes, it's going to be a banger. But I think Mingyang just throws heavier. His hands are heavy, man. When he touches you, your lights get shut off.
Heck yeah, man. And people, we're live. What's up with the comments, man? Come chat at us. I know y'all watching. Let's get going, man. I mean, we do give out great. They for the people that do come to this show, we literally give them exactly what they need to hear. Just like, okay, what am I doing, Heat? What am I doing, Dan? So, woo.
We try.
But we do. They're scared. I miss our guy.
Oh, Vic. Ken Vic. Where's he at?
Yeah, I miss Dan. I know. Definitely. So, all right. Well, let's.
Oh, man, you're cutting out again, brother. Here we go.
I know I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's trying to mess with us. They sent me something before I logged in earlier. It was like, do you want to fill out a question about how our service runs? And I go, right now I might fill out that questionnaire, StreamYard, live. I'll fill that questionnaire out live. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to the main event. In this corner, we have Zhang, Yadong versus Deiveson, Figueiredo. Dan, defend your fighter.
All right, you gave me Deiveson Figueiredo, man. Figueiredo, he is a Brazilian stalwart, and he's a former 2-time flyweight champion of the world and was once a top 10 pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC only a few short years ago. With wins over names like Chito Vera, Cody Garbrandt, Rob Font, and Brandon Moreno, Figueiredo is always down for a scrap. His Brazilian jiu-jitsu is some of the best in the UFC, not just in this weight class, but in the UFC. His downfall, though, has been moving to 135 pounds, where he's usually undersized and outgunned in his fights.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the Kung Fu Kid himself, Song Yadong. We're talking about the man from Team Alpha Male. He grew up training in Kung Fu and karate. He is 22-9. He's got 9 knockouts, 3 subs, 10 decisions. He even got an elimination one time. He got a little froggy. He decided to get ejected. So he likes to have a little fun, but that's the kind of chaos we need. And that's the type of guy that I look for on Put the Pain, right? This guy has had performance of the night 5 times, and that included his UFC debut. He has had fight of the night against your boy, Cheetah, who you talked about with Figgy. He got the fight of the night with him. Randomly, in 2011, he entered a Muay Thai contest and took 5th place. I say this because my client is a striker. After your client, Figgy's last match against Nurmagomedov, I got it right. Yes. He is looking to do the same thing, to outbox. I swear, Figgy didn't even have more than 10 punches in that fight. And if he's going to win this fight against my client, Song Yadong, he's going to have to outstrike him. Dan, let's talk about this fight.
I mean, I agree with everything you said right there. He is going to have to outstrike him, but Figueiredo has never been a big striker. Did he outbox Brandon Moreno one time? Maybe, but I think it was because of takedowns that he won that 125-pound belt. His wrestling and his jiu-jitsu are some of the best in the division, but that move to 135, I just don't think he's strong enough to hold these guys down at this weight class.
No. And we had that problem, like when we covered the Nurmagomedov fight, we knew he was going to smoke him. Nurmagomedov was a freaking negative 1,300, I think it was. He was insanely favored over but Figueiredo still went the whole distance. So even like he was the worst fighter for DFS slate, it's great because you know that he doesn't get finished as often. And that's the one good thing about Figgy. Figgy does do well in that factor. But I don't know, man. Like Song feels a little ripped off against that O'Malley fight. Let's talk a little bit about that. Do you think, I mean, I had O'Malley in that fight. Do you think that there was an argument that Song Yadong could have won that fight against O'Malley?
No, I don't think he won the fight. I think he did better than a lot of people think, though. I don't think it was as one-sided as everybody thinks it was. I think he won a few rounds, and I think he landed some good shots against O'Malley.
Yeah. And you know what? O'Malley ain't that guy that he's going to not back down from a firefight either. So, hats off to both gentlemen that neither one of them got knocked down. But the thing is if Figgy sits in there and keeps taking those blows, again, you brought up that the weight class movement going up and he's being outsized, he's being outgunned, he's being just abused practically.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can hang in there that long with that much power coming at him, knowing that Song needs to right his wrong.
Yeah, I mean, the only people that Figueiredo have lost to has been the cream of the crop of both weight divisions, of 125 and 135. Those are the only people he lost to. He didn't lose to people like Cheeto Vera or Cody Garbrandt. He beat those guys. He didn't, but as soon as he gets into that top 10, I'll say top 7, as soon as he breaks that wall into the top 7 of this weight class, he just gets outmanned every time.
Yeah. So, I called his cousin Joao Figueiredo, and Joao told me that he is in Figgy's corner 100%, and that if Figgy loses, he will change the color of that sash across his chest.
There's something wrong with you.
Okay, let's hit the numbers on this one. Distance, yes, of course. Everybody feels it's going the distance. I like the plus 106, so I will take it. It could be a 5-fight round. That's the way I'm going to set up, even though I said that there should be knockouts in play as well, too. Knockout, negative 115, so that's why it's so low. I'm playing that. Sub plus 1,200, probably avoiding that. Points is a negative 105, so I'm just going to play the distance, yes, because that's a plus 106, because it's the same thing. But under 4.5 rounds wasn't offered. This fight was one of the last fights that they offered, so we could probably check that when we get in there. But a round 4, 5, or decision for either fighter is a negative 164. So you get a finish, you get finishing action in the 4-5, and you get that finish for either fighter, no matter what it goes. I will hit that with the unit, of course. Let's hit the Figueiredo side. Moneyline distance, yes, plus 725. Decision, no bet, plus 550. Knockout, 3, 4, and 5. I can't turn down a plus 2,700. Weirder stuff has happened. I will take a 3, 4, 5 plus 2,700. Knockout and sub is plus 1,000. I talked to you guys earlier about that. That's because knockout and points is plus 550 for Figueiredo. But I wanted to see if I could find some extra action. The knockout and sub being a plus 1,000 for him was fine. I threw down 20% of a unit on that. And his knockout straight up is a 1,400. So I just took a full unit, throw it down, and then just take the next unit, break it up. We're covered. Let's get to the song side. Moneyline distance, yes, plus 130. Love it. Decision, no bet, negative 950. Not playing it. Not playing it. Knockout sub. I had to use the knockout sub to get a negative 110. So we have knockout and points is a negative 550. I had to at least have a better number on the knockout. So I did that. Knockout is a plus 110. I'm playing that. Points is a plus 150. I actually feel that if there is a finish, it's somewhere in the second, third, or fourth round. I love the second, third, or fourth round action for Song, and that's a plus 270. But I did cover myself with a win in the 4, 5, and decision at a negative 110. These numbers are all over the place, Dan. What are they telling you?
They're telling me that this is kind of a toss-up, which I don't understand. I don't understand how this is a toss-up. I think this is I think this fight is a mismatch.
I do too. I really do. For all the things that we said right there, Song is the type of guy that when hungry, he's going to go right through you. Yeah. And so he's going to come out gunning. And honestly, that even makes me like, I know Figueiredo can't be finished, but the Gone in 60 seconds is a plus 260. And then even when we look, they have plus 2,000. So either fighters to win in the first 3 minutes of round 1 by submission is a plus 5,000. I don't think that'll happen, but even the 30 second, they said Song Yadong to win within 30 seconds of the first round is a plus 5,500. I'm going to play 10% of a unit on that, people. Don't get crazy. These are just wild shots. But outside of that, Dan, who you got winning and by what method?
What made me think about my decision on this fight was the Corey Sandhagen-Figueiredo fight. You said Figueiredo cannot be finished. Corey Sandhagen finished him within 3 rounds. And Corey Sandhagen and Song Yadong fight very similar styles. They have very similar strengths. They have very similar weaknesses. I'm a big Corey Sandhagen fan, and I'm a big Song Yadong fan. I got Song Yadong winning by round 4 knockout.
Plus 1,400. We are playing that, people. That's one of those bets that you got to take advantage. And then everything else I've told you is take down your percentages and play that. So again, I know this is a lot when we're a live show and to explain to you why these bets can happen and why these things can happen. Song is going to be peppering Figueiredo this entire fight. And by the time we get to that 4th round, if Figgy's just getting tatted up, his toughness is going to run out. And this might be the fight that sends him back down. And maybe that's a good thing for him, right?
Yeah, I hope he goes back to 125. But in this fight, I think he gets tired. I think he shoots for a takedown, and Song Yadong brings that knee up and cracks him.
I love it. And that makes me think of a question. Do you think that this man weighs 125 pounds?
No, I think that man probably weighs about 190.
People comment in the comment section below what Joel Figueiredo weighs. What he weighs. Maybe we'll have some contest. You know, I do have a draft pick in Pittsburgh that you'll be there present with me, Dan.
I will be there.
I have a draft pick. I can actually, a lot of people like to auction off those draft picks. So I've been always wanting to do something like that, and it'd be really cool. So that would be somebody being able to, my first overall pick, the 12th pick in the first round, live at the Scott Fish Bowl. That will be announced, and it will be live on Twitch. And that means I would give you credit live on Twitch across the world for one of the best fantasy care organizations in the world. That's actually the name, Fantasy Care, because everything goes to donations, to charity. This is a whole charity event built around fantasy football. and that's why it's so big. So maybe I'll think something up, and I'll definitely run it on the Fight Club because that's the only thing I'm doing right now other than being in the Subzoli Discord. So, man, I love that round 4 knockout. We got that, Dan, and I got Song by knockout in points. That negative 550 sucks though, so I've got him knockout. So that's a plus 110. Great, man. Anything about that fight before we move on?
No, it's interesting because if he was a little bit bigger, man, if he was a little bit taller, arms were a little bit longer, I think Figueiredo could make noise in the 135 division. But he is in his late 30s, and I mean, he's on the back half of his career, and he's still fighting the best of the best.
That's it, man. That's it, and I agree with you with that. You know, this is gonna be a fun little card, not like the one we had a couple weeks ago. We still made some money combined with the MVP card, but at the same time, you know, that was just a crazy show. That was a fun show.
That was
really fun show. And, dude, I can't believe I nailed those. I nailed the Nagano knockout with the last 30-second of first round. It was I think I was like a plus like 120. I was like, I'm just gonna do it, and it worked out. So I was really excited. But there was a bet. It was like Nagano to get knockout in the last 30 seconds of the 5th round, and it was like plus 20,000. 10 cents won like $200. I was like, I gotta throw a chance just in case Phil wins. But it was cool that what he did with Phil wins. Did you see that he donated his bonus money to Phil? That's a stand-up dude. So I don't know what Dana White's talking about with this money situation. Nagano looks like if he has money, he'll take care of other people.
TKO, man. It's TKO.
Yeah. So I saw a meme and it said people think that this is the day that the WWE died, and they had Cody Rhodes pinning Roman Reigns under it, and they were like, this is the true day. And I was like, no, you can't put that on Cody. Cody's the reason why a lot of people came back to the WWE because they wanted to see him finish his story.
I mean, I don't know, the hype for WWE got real big during the Bloodline era, and everybody wanted to tune in and see what the Bloodline was going to do that week.
Yeah,
that's the only reason why I watch now, because Roman's on every week. I mean, I've been a big fan in a couple months now. It's just everything's going. When your best character is Danhausen, there's something wrong.
I agree with that. I mean, but I still love him. But there's a reason. If he's your best character right now, then you got to do something to flip the script. So, all right, let's get to the fight card recap. Was there any other fights on this card that you like?
Let me take a look at the card real quick.
While you look at that, I will say that I think it's completely insane. Luis Garul, who was just on that card a couple weeks ago, is fighting again, but Garul put it out on the DFS slates for us. So I will say thank you, Luis Garul. Let's hope for that again.
I really like the Jake Matthews Carlston Harris fight. I really like that fight. Yeah. These guys are just going to go in the middle and bang. Jake Matthews is going to want to wrestle. Harris is going to want to knock him out. It's going to be, I think that's going to be a war. Asakura and Smotherman is going to be another banger.
Dude, that fight's got some people torn. But man, Smotherman, I don't know if I can buy into him after, getting knocked out by a stage to a bad weight cut and then just being too soft. If he can actually get back on the winning track, that would be great. But I see Asakura just whooping his ass.
Yeah. And Cody Hatton is back. I mean, he's a bantamweight. Yeah. I like Cody Hatton. I want to see what he could do. Hopefully he can knock this guy out. Yeah. This card is fun. It's a fun card to watch.
And I think the best name on this card is Ding Mang. Ding Mang gets he's fighting Jose Henrique. Yeah. And that's going to be a banger. That's going to be a fun little fight to get together. But yeah, man, it's a nice little crazy little fight. I think that this could definitely go over on the unders because a lot of these fighters, it's their first fight. So when you get two fighters in the first fight in the UFC, somebody's got to make a statement. No better way to make a statement than knocking somebody or choking them out.
That's right.
All right. Let's get to that time of that part of the show. We get to the shares corral. All right, Dan. Let's go back to the Pavlovich fight. What are we doing? Round one knockout?
Round one knockout.
Round one knockout. Let's do that. All right. Boom. Plus 125. And if you guys want to be safe, which I don't think you need to be, then you can flip it over, do the 1 and 2, but that's on you. Zhang versus Menifield. What are you thinking? First round knockout too?
Either round 1 and 2 or round 1. I mean, because he's going to finish Menifield.
Yeah. So round 1 and 2 is a negative 120, like we said earlier. If we're going to all bet and get that 185. So if we want to be safe, we could do that. But you know what? I don't think we need to be safe. I think he can get Menifield out of there. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I am playing the 1 and 2 knockout, people. But let's play that. So boom, we got plus 160 round 1 knockout. 2 legs right now, plus 485. And then for the final fight, we got Yadong and Figueiredo. What do you think we should go with?
I love that round 4 knockout, man. I love it.
All right. So since you love the round 4 knockout, I'll go. We got the 2, 3, 4 is now a plus 310. The 3 and 4 is a plus 600. So let's just do the 2, 3, 4 for Song Yadong. And that's a plus 2298. We are definitely going to be hitting that with some sauce, people.
We'll take it.
My dog wants to break. Yeah.
My dogs are barking. That was my dog screaming like that.
Breaking the glass, right? Breaking the glass.
Yeah. My wife and daughter just got home. So.
Oh yeah, they're in it. But you know what time it is? It's time for that time. It's time for the Soup Can of the Week.
Live from the Fight Club of Pain. It's your host, Chef Dan. Welcome to the segment everybody loves. We call this the Soup Can. Soup Can. Where the worst fighters in the world get served. And we still cash out every single night. Step in the club like slow crowd chatter. I'm ringside laughing cause these hands don't matter. They shadow box air, miss jabs on the cam. Every swing is a meme, every punch is a scam. They hitting like pillows, we bet on the fade. They trip on the ropes before money is paid. They walk to the ring like they ready to...
I love it.
Walk to the ring like they ready to slam, but they fold in the clinch like a cheap soda can.
All right,
oh man, like a cheap soda can. Put it up, Dan. Let
all right,
know who you got.
My soup can of the week this week is Angela Hill. I'm not gonna bash Hill. I'm not gonna bash Hill this week because I am truly a fan of hers. With that being said, Angela Hill is 1-3 in her last 4 fights. And I think she lost that split decision to Souza, but that's just me. As a fan, I don't want to make soup out of her, but here we are.
Happened?
Can you hear me? I expect Angela Hill to lose by a dominant decision this weekend.
Gotta love it. Gotta love the internet.
Oh, I can still hear you, bro.
So I don't know if you can hear me or I can hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you, bro. Oh, I'm frozen.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're not moving on my screen.
I mean, he can hear me. Of course, it would happen with our cool song. So you can hear me, Dan, right?
Yes.
I hate when this happens when we're live. StreamYard, get yourself together.
Oh, there you go. There you are.
Let me try something. All right. I don't know what happened. They literally froze you, but I could hear you. So, anyway.
Hey, could you
I
hear
don't
what
know
I
if
was
they heard
saying?
you. You want to repeat the soup can?
Sure, man. The soup can of the week this week is Angela Hill. I'm not going to bash Angela Hill because I truly am a fan. With that being said, she is 1-3 in her last 4
All
fights,
right,
but
I
I
don't know
think
what is going on.
should I stop?
I think it did. I don't know what's going on. All right, I can hear you, but hopefully they got that.
I don't know. I said it twice,
Of course,
but
Angela Hill. That's the
Angela Hills.
soup
She's
can
going to
of the
lose.
week,
She's going to lose by a dominant decision.
and yeah, I don't know what's going on. It doesn't have us connected at all. This is terrible.
What, you can't see?
I'm going to fill that questionnaire out. This is completely terrible. Can you see me, Dan?
You're
I
all
think you're
blurry.
back.
You're
Now
blurry. You're blurry to me.
I don't know what's going on.
But
This is literally, it's
you know
got
the little-
all I can hear is like, what the?
You know the little clock above me?
Hmm.
Yeah, the time hasn't moved
So,
in like
let's see
three
what's going
3
on.
minutes.
All right, so there's again, the soup can of the week is Angela Hill. You said 3 minutes?
Well, now it's at
All right,
150.
there you go.
It's at 51. There we go.
All right.
I can see it now.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on. I don't know it. Could you hear me at all?
I could hear you, but you like stalled out. Like
Yeah.
But
And you were stalled on my end. So on my end, it was like clangy, clangy, clangy. But you at least sounded correct. So you did get the soup can of the week out twice, right?
yes, I got it out twice. Angela Hill.
Hey, good stuff. Got it. Now we're back. StreamYard's getting a nice little
Oh, you're frozen again, bro.
Hey, throw those camera drawer down here so I can watch them. Huh? I'm down the bottom of the steps, just toss them down. There's my dog key up in the hallway, it stinks up there.
You on there, bro?
I don't know if that'll help. It seems like when I remove and push back in, it works. That's what I'm going off of right now.
Yeah.
The DFS lineups and rankings.
Nothing's
as long as
working.
People can hear this. We'll be.
What was it?
So, DFS Hero, get over to DFS Hero.
Can't hear you, bro.
Yeah. What the hell? That's crazy. That's a bit. I mean, yeah, it is, but if you're fucking. No. Yeah, because what if your house.
What do you think? Pavlovich, Sergei, and Aquilane. So we're going to go with that right there. That's my lineup. I don't know what's going on, people. I'm very sorry about that. I know it's on my internet. I went to a gig, things like that. So I do want to say, thank you for staying. All right, we're back. So that's what we had to do. We lost all of our people because of StreamYard. StreamYard, you should definitely give us freaking royalties, something. I don't know what the heck. You literally throw us off your bango dangos. So we got Angela Hills, the soup can of the week, and let's get to it.
I got kicked out and had to log back in, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I did too. They made me go, and then they threw up the message if I want to send them an email about their site crashing. So, but that's the so if everybody didn't get to see it, the DFS hero lineup is Hill, Auriculang, Teixeira, Pavlovich, Song, Hanji. My DFS rank is Song, Pavlovich, Mingyang, Grule, and of course my DFS lineup is Song, Pavlovich, Sumujideri, Mingyang, Grule, and Auriculang. They're almost similar. 3 similar fighters on those lineups.
Yeah, they are. I like a lot of them, man, but I don't see a lot of big names on any of the lineups right now.
No. I just kind of stared away. I mean, I have Song in there and Pavlovich.
Yeah,
I went after those guys, and then of course Garule. But I mean, I'll of course make. I feel that this card for the DFS wise is going to be somewhere in the middle, because if you just go right down to like the on FanDuel's side, maybe $18, $17, $16 range, you can make some really good lineups. I have a couple lineups on there. That lineup is in the subs only Discord at Dr. Roto. So that's one of the big things. But at the same time, too, I'm not going to hold back from playing heroes and scrubs and then a 50-50 lineup. And then I, of course, throw it on. People, these DFS hero lineups combined with my lineups have been directing a lot of our subscribers in the right decision, decision to
direction.
Make for the direction. I just was like, that thing threw me off my whole pango bango. But all right. Well, we all know what time it is. We know what time of the day it is. It's that time of the day where we get to the Parlay of Pain. Ooh, yeah. This is going to be a fun part of the show because, man, are we going to make sure that we get a huge lineup for all of you. Again, the Parlay of Pain, 5 legs, round robin. We're going for blood. This one, first time back in a long time, 2 weeks off, and we're making it go down. We're going to Amorim fight. Money line on Jacqueline Amorim. -128. Hit it up. Line 1. Let's go line 2. Vera fight. No distance +168. Brings it up to a +377. Let's go Hill. No distance. I thought that you making Angela Hill was great for your soup can of the week. I think that she's going to stay in the middle. She's just been getting it done. Normally, I take her on the DFS side of things, but I think Zhang, however you say that, sorry if I butchered it, is going to knock her out. Something's happening. +260 brings a Parlay of Pain third leg up to a +1613. The fourth leg is straight up your boy Cody Haddon. It's knockout and sub +115 brings it up to a +3594. And we're going to end that with Ding Mang. And that's going to be no distance on that fight. -186, bringing the Parlay of Pain up to a +5581. Dan, is that not just insane?
I love it. I love all those. I like all those bets, man. If I was a betting man, I'd take it.
I mean, if we can hit this 5 leg and round robin it, I swear you could put $4, $5, $6 on all this, and you can make almost $200. Like, if you do it right, people, you will make a lot of money on this on that Parlay of Pain. But we need to hit it. Of course, it's high chance, high risk, high reward, and that's what we go for. We're trying to turn pain into profits, Dan, and that's what we do.
Yeah, and I mean, spending money is painful. So
it is, man. It can be. So let's saddle up, Cowboy. Ending thoughts about this card. Are you excited the UFC's back? Decent card?
Yeah, it's actually a decent card. for a non-numbered event, which is about time. It rarely happens that a decent fight card is a non-numbered card. I'm actually excited to watch. Well, I'm not going to watch it because it's an early card, and I'm not waking up early. I'll catch the highlights on YouTube.
Right. Yeah, I'm the same way too. I go back to that one time when they did it in China when Zhang lost.
Yeah.
That I had the worst Saturday ever after that because like I stayed up all night and then I got like 2 or 3 hours of sleep and then I kept passing out. Terrible decision to do. Terrible decision.
Yeah, good. I got a long weekend, man. I can't stay up late. I can't drink too much. My brother's coming in for Macy's dance recital, so I get to see my brother this week. Yeah, I get to see my brother. I only get to see him like once or twice a year, so
that's awesome. I'm happy for you, man. That's straight crazy, man. I know that you guys are gonna have a good time catching up and everything. And then, whatever happens. But yeah, definitely we're not going to be staying up till 4 a.m. to watch a fight card in China. So, all right. Well, before we get out of here, I wanted to get everybody, I want to let everybody attention. We have a sponsor for the Bring the Pain for the Fight Club of Pain, and that is Nega's Charm Coffee from Baltimore. It's an independent coffee roaster. I know the guy, he's a great dude. He's fought for our team before. His name is Chris. And so all of this is done by him and his team. He's been working really hard, and his coffee's phenomenal. And if you use code word Bring the Coffee, oh yeah, you will get 10% off your next order. And I say that because Dan, you've had Nega's Charm Coffee before, and you loved it.
Yeah, you gave me a bag of it, man. I did. It was gone within a couple days.
Yeah, so his new thing that he's got going is a whiskey-soaked coffee bean. He calls it Old Line, and then so he's got that one. He told me either you're gonna like it or love it. I'm a coffee enthusiast, so he's got that already on the way for me. And I mean, this is a great. Me and Chris have talked about this for a long time, and he loves fighting. He loves the fighting world. He loves the UFC, but he's a really busy man of, running this entire business himself, doing the roasting himself and stuff like that. So, again, a lot of people that don't know the story of Nega's Charm Coffee comes from his days when he was a missionary and he was going from villages and seeing that the only thing that this entire village would live off of is just coffee bean. And so for that, he wanted to be able to change people's lives and do that. And that's something that's big to me, the Scott Fishbowl, and supporting people that have a dream that saw other people's only source of income as their only dream. And a lot of people in America and around the world forget that we have luxuries that people don't. If you don't want to sell coffee one day, you can go sell computers. A lot of people don't have that option. And for that is a big reason why I will always support Nega's Charm Coffee. So I'm happy to have them on board as a sponsor. I mean, Dan, that's a story, bro.
Oh, that's a great story. They should make a movie about it.
Yeah. Honestly, you never know. That might be one of those things. All right. Before we get out of here, of course, next week, the Fight Club of Pain will be live at 7 p.m., bar any StreamYard shenanigans, for Belal Muhammad versus Gabriel Bontham. First thoughts about that fight?
Why do I always have to deal with Belal Muhammad? That's
well, maybe next week you should take Bontham.
He's one of my least favorite fighters of all time.
Yeah, well, then that means I got Belal Muhammad next week. I'll just take him. I'll just take it. But yeah, definitely you want to get there and get back to that, man. All right, before we get out of here, you got anything for us, Dan?
No, I just hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, man. And in July, we were talking, we need to go to Waldomir again.
Yes. We will make that happen. And you know that you brought that up. Good things happen to those who wait. Maybe that means that I'll have another get a $5,000 win, and we'll make that happen. But until then,
well, it's my turn this year. It's my turn this year.
we'll see. We'll see. You know, the Fight Club of Pain wins some money. If this parlay hits, we might be doing that.
But you know, I'm 3 weeks from vacation. Molly's joining us, so
yeah, you're gonna have it down there. You guys are gonna be going out to the Outer Banks. That's gonna be some crazy times. And then when we get back, we do the Scott Fishbowl 16. So again, this is
the day we get back.
The day you get back. Gotta be ready for me, brother, man. I'm not ready. I'm gonna show up. We're gonna go bring the pain to the Scott Fishbowl 16 draft, and then we're gonna do it. So
yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun 3 weeks.
Yes, it is. So I want to say thank you to everybody that hung in there and stayed through the cut down. Again, that's not the service we give out. If you missed any of those bets, you can ask, you can comment after this video, get it in there. And I want to say thank you to everybody. I want to say thank you to Dr. Roto, everybody behind the scenes that makes things like this happen. And of course, thank you to our new sponsor, Negus Term Coffee. And do not miss that interview with Jessica Borga when it hits. Until then, let's have a great day. And always remember to bring the pain. Thanks, Dan, man. Have a great day.
You too, bro.
Yo, everybody, it's your rider. So let's get to it.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy subscription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. Until the next visit, be well and take care.